Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a what we had for dinner this week, technically last week. I had so much fun putting together this video. So in this particular week, I was trying to clean out my refrigerator and my freezer because we are going on a diet. It's not a super strict diet, but I just want to live a healthier lifestyle. So I just had a baby boy 7 weeks ago. So that's who I'm currently carrying right now. And I just want to get back into shape and be strong and healthy for my kids. But I didn't want to waste all that food that was in our fridge and freezer. So that's what I was doing this week in my plan. But I totally forgot to cancel my Home Chef order for the week. So that came in on Tuesday. So I kind of sprinkled the Home Chef orders through the leftover meals and it worked out perfectly. So if you're looking for fun, kid-friendly meals that are 30 minutes or less, make sure you keep watching and let me know in the comments below what your favorite dinner we had this week was. Okay, so Monday's dinner was mac and cheese pizza. So I got this recipe off of emails.com. So you're just gonna take a regular box of mac and cheese. I got the generic one from Winco. I think it was like 87 cents. You're gonna make that as directed on the package itself. And then once it's done cooking, you're gonna add 1 raw egg, slightly scrambled to it. This way it's gonna make your crust, and so the egg will help hold everything together. And then you're gonna wanna go ahead and bake that at 375 for 15 to 20 minutes. I did 15 minutes, but honestly, it wasn't crispy enough for me, so I really wish I would have done the 20 minutes. But once that is done baking, you're gonna go ahead and top it. So I got a can of Ragu pizza sauce. Again, this was probably like $1.50 from Winco. And then I just topped it with leftover stuff that we already had. So I had some leftover ground beef, some leftover pepperoni. This was in my freezer from the last time we made homemade pizzas. And then I always have cheese, so I just did mozzarella cheese. And I normally don't put my cheese on top, but honestly, I just forgot to put it on the pizza. And then you're gonna go ahead and put that back into the oven and bake it for another 10 minutes or until the pizza is nice and bubbly. And that is dinner. This was super affordable, like under $5, and it definitely took less than 30 minutes. Alright guys, before you click away, this video is not sponsored, I promise. I just love Home Chef. I've been purchasing them for about a year, and it's totally perfect for weeks like this where I'm doing like leftovers, except for this was totally unplanned, but it just worked out great. But today is Cajun Shrimp. So of course you're just going to start off with cutting up all the produce. There is going to be a coleslaw that you make, so the corn is pre-packaged, so all I have to do is throw that into a pan real quick, just kind of char it. So I cook it for about 3 minutes, and then once that's done, I can go ahead and mix it in with the coleslaw salad that they provided. And then there's like sour cream that's already pre-portioned out, so it's super simple. I can even do it one-handed because that's actually how I cook a lot of my meals nowadays. Once I do the coleslaw, I'm going to go ahead and cook the shrimp. So I'm going to add the Cajun seasoning that they provide to it and then heat that up on both sides. Then I'll go ahead and roast the veggies, add the shrimp back in, warm up my tortillas, and dinner is done. This took about 25 minutes that night, and like I said, most of my meals are made with one hand, and I was able to do this because everything was pre-portioned and packaged out. And one thing I really love is they give you the recipe cards to keep, so I can definitely redo this meal because we are huge taco fans and I love shrimp. So this will definitely go in the remake pile. Okay, so Wednesday is one of my recipes. So this is an Italian panini. It is super simple, especially when you have a busy day and a ton of leftovers in your fridge. But you're just gonna take your favorite bread of choice and spread some butter on there. I'm using margarine, so it was a little bit oily. So if you do have margarine, I definitely would use less. Then you're gonna sprinkle some Italian seasoning on the bread with the butter. Once you have your cheese down, you're gonna layer it with some ham and tomatoes. Don't ask me why I cut my tomatoes like this. You could just leave your tomatoes sliced and round. I don't know what I was thinking this day. Then I'm just gonna add some more cheese on top, the other slice of bread, and then I like to do a very thin layer of mayonnaise. I even do this for my grilled cheese, and it's just the toastiness of it is so good. This way too, I can add some pepper on top for a little extra flavor. But once you have that built, you're gonna go ahead and stick it into your grill. We have this grill, we've had it for years, and I love it. You can also just do this on a skillet if you want, but I always love the grill marks for paninis. And then then once that's done, you can go ahead and slice it and then just do whatever side you want.
Toastiness.
Toasty. You have to, it's an Italian one. You have to let me know what you think.
Oh, sorry. It's a toasty. Because it's Italian, right?
Yeah, okay. Okay, so Thursday was another home chef meal. It was crusted pork chops with cauliflower mash. I actually don't know how to make this one because Eric took over for me and he did an amazing job. This is actually his first time doing a home chef meal and I'm kind of jealous I didn't get to do it because it just tasted so good. And after talking to him, he said it was super easy. So all you had to do was, there was like 2 sauces to make, which the sauces, there was like a honey glazed one, was delicious. And then they had the seasoning for your pork chops already. I came over to check on him and of course he was being a little silly, but that's my husband. But they do have the crusted seasoning prepared, so all you had to do is put that on your pork chops and bake it. And guys, I'm not a fan of cauliflower. I've done some cauliflower rice, like I'm getting adjusted to it because I know it's healthier, but the last time we had cauliflower mash, it was disgusting and I never wanted to try it again. So I was so hesitant when Eric made it for me and this was so good. And then just look how fun the plating is. I love cooking, but I cannot plate, and he did such a good job plating. Like, I'm definitely jealous I didn't get to make this meal, and I am definitely going to order this meal again because, oh my gosh, it was just, I can't even go over, like, it was so good. Okay, so I don't know what we were doing on Friday, but we were super busy and I was making dinner way too late. So I had nothing planned. So I just kind of dug through the pantry and my freezer and I found some pasta sauce, some leftover uncooked noodles, and these chicken patties. And I just decided to make a makeshift chicken Parmesan and it worked out perfectly. All right, so for the patties, I do warm them up a little bit in the microwave before I cook them in the oven. So you can just do it for about 2 minutes. And then while that's cooking, I preheat my oven to 400 degrees and I start to boil my water for the pasta noodles. Then you just put the chicken patties in a baking dish. You top it with your pasta sauce. You can use the red sauce. I think red sauce makes it look prettier, but I just had the white sauce on hand, so that's what I'm using today. Then I topped it with some mozzarella cheese, and then I baked this for, I believe, 10 minutes. It could have been 15 minutes, but honestly, the patties are pretty much cooked, so I was just waiting for the sauce to heat up and the cheese to melt. And then while that's baking, I go ahead and make my pasta noodles. And then once that's done, you go ahead and plate it. I put the chicken patties on top of the pasta, added some Parmesan cheese, and then some fresh parsley for color. And guys, this was super quick, super filling, and so easy to make. And it literally saved my Friday night. Okay, so Saturday's home chef meal was a little intimidating to me. So it was a Greek spinach and feta chicken, but it was so good. It was actually really simple to make. So it said 45 to 50 minutes, but I think because I'm so used to cooking their meals, I was able to do it in about 35 minutes. So it's just a puff pastry, and then you just add the lines to it and then stick that back into the fridge until you're ready to use it. Then they have some summer veggies, so some squash and zucchini. So you just cut that up. You do cook the spinach for about a minute or two until it starts to wilt with some garlic, and then you're gonna make the sauce with it so it has everything that comes along with it, and it really tasted like a spinach artichoke dip. Once that's done, you're gonna go ahead and brown your chicken on both sides, top it with the spinach mixture, and then put the puff pastry wrapped around the chicken on top of that, and then you bake it. And then while that's baking, you go ahead and cook up your veggies, which the veggies took about 5 to 6 minutes to cook. And then after that, you are done. All you have to do is plate it and then impress your husband until he watches this video and realizes how simple this meal was to make. This again was another one that was so good. I think it was the spinach mixture. Like, it tastes just like the spinach artichoke dip. So if you guys like that dip, you're gonna love this dinner. And then for Sunday, we were super busy. We had a birthday party to go to, so we were just snacking there all day, and then we got home pretty late, so I think we ended up just throwing in a DiGiorno pizza in like 7 p.m. because we started getting a little hungry then. Sundays we kind of leave open for takeout or leftovers. But if you guys liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and let me know if you want to see more of these. I had so much fun doing it, and I probably won't be cooking with this much cheese from now on, especially since we're trying to live a healthier lifestyle. So if you want to see healthier, what we eat in a week videos, definitely hit that subscribe button along with that notification bell so you don't miss out on those. As always, guys, we love you, and we'll see you in the next video.